Okay, we should be live. It is Monday, November 29th. The time is 5:08 p.m. and the temperature is -1. Yogi is in the house. Good, I was worried. They changed the settings in a lot of the stuff on this app and I didn't see any chats pop up. And I actually had the stream delayed a little bit because of some of the new settings. Let me get the gimbal lined up properly here. Okay, I'm gonna turn off that weather widget on the top left. Hello, Mark H. Hello, Alan. Bevy, I will not address that. Hello, Brad. Hello, Pete. And Bevy. And Tio Steve. And everyone else jumping in. Mark was watching my first snow video. Yeah, it snowed yesterday for the first time. I guess you say this season, even though it's really fall. There I am. My hat twisted a bit. Ryan Ride saw me in Reddit Toronto. With the article in the Toronto Star. Someone posted to Reddit and it worked its way to the front page of Our Toronto, which is really neat. And right now I'm in the city of Markham. I am not in Toronto, but I'm going to cross the street and we're going to enter Toronto. And then we're just going to head south. On the other side of the street is the city of Vaughan. And to the north of here is an area known as Thornhill. And I'm thinking I might need to put the old gloves on. Hello, Jason. And if you guys could let me know how the audio is sounding. I ordered a brand new microphone yesterday and it arrived today. I hadn't even tested it. I literally just plugged it in, so it did say external mic connected. Thank you, Tio Steve. There's the look north into Thornhill. So I'm gonna put the phone down for a second here and just flip on the old gloves. There comes the stray cat view. I guess that's what the cool kids are calling it these days. Just give me one sec, guys. I just realized I asked how the audio is doing, then I put the phone down so I can't see your responses. Bevy says audio is good. Everyone's confirming. Thank you. I am now on Team Road. I am done with Shure. I'm actually probably going to remove that link to my old microphone. It's an amazing microphone. They just don't last very long. Oh, Brad, it is kind of windy. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'll reevaluate. Richard says loud and clear. I did put my wind muff on it. The very same wind muff that blew away while I was recording a live stream on Friday night. So we're gonna head south through an area called Newtonbrook, and that'll take us into Willowdale. And we do have snow flurries right now. So that thumbnail you see for this video is a bit cheesy on my part. I took a picture from a previous video and I stood in front of my green screen and I wanted to make it look like I was in North York, but it looks so fake. Like I went to a portrait studio or something, so I decided I just cut my face out. So that's why it looks all jank. But that's the story behind the weird thumbnail here. There's Centerpoint Mall. Previously home to a Target, but now it is a giant Canada Computers. The Canada Computers just south of here closed and moved up there. Man, I am digging this new Prism update. There was one little bug with the software I had to figure out. That's why I changed the stream from 505 to 510. Ryan Rides, you stream with an iPhone. I think you'll find the new iPhone update for Prism is quite amazing. It gives me the bit rate, my battery rate, and the microphone volume all on screen. Don't really need the mic volume, but it's good to see the other stuff. There's a Korean restaurant that says Daltone. I'm just gonna head down to probably Shepherd, and that'll be that. I'm not really planning on having a super long stream. I didn't make any videos today, but I did a shit ton of editing. So tomorrow's video is set. Wednesday's is being uploaded. And tomorrow's video is kind of interesting because it was my second attempt. And if you want to see the first attempt, that'll be on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. Holy shit. Sorry guys, we gotta come check this house out. So I think at 9 a.m. I'll premiere my video as usual. Although if it is snowing, I might not stick around for the premiere. And at, I think at 12 or whenever I publish it, the first attempt of that video will be posted. Look at this! Did we just wander? They've got some music playing. Holy! I think we just found Toronto's best decorated house, purely by accident. I had no idea this was here. Okay, I'm gonna get out my camera even and take a picture. This is nuts. I think it would be absolutely ridiculous if I got a copyright content ID match. Although it's possible. Leonardo is in North York. All right, I'm gonna keep moving here. I'm gonna get one more photo. Well, there's no sidewalk on this side of the street, so kind of. Okay, that's enough. Thank you for that diversion, homeowner. That was neat. That almost makes me want to come up to Newton Brook and do a regular video, and I'll include that house. And if you're one of the newer viewers who found their way here through the Toronto Star article, welcome to the channel. I do this type of thing 2 or 3 times a week, where I walk around with the camera on the stick. I should be doing it on the e-bike and e-scooter as well, but I'll probably have to wait a little bit. There's an LCBO. Santa made a pit stop for some Korean barbecue. This would be a great place to do that. This whole stretch of Yonge, north of Shepherd, all the way up to even north of Steeles, is full of great Korean eats. Hello, Sammy from San Francisco. Kohana, you are not new to this channel. So I'm hoping this Friday I can do a different kind of live stream on this channel. Oh, someone's horn. What is going on? Why are we listening to a horn? Is the horn on that bus broken? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's cross. I'm gonna cross here. Last time I walked this way, I was on the other side of the street. It's like he's leaning on the horn forever. Something like that. Yes, our God says that sounds like NYC. People often say Toronto looks like NYC, but they're really not talking about anywhere outside of the downtown core. This area certainly doesn't look like it. Young Burger. There's a York Region Viva transit bus. They've got all their heaters and outdoor dining set up. I'm not sure that's really a thing this winter. It was definitely a thing last winter. So for those that tuned into my stream last night on the other channel, they got to see the new green screen for a bit. And I ordered a new lighting kit right after that stream, and it came today, and I set it up. And I'm happy to say it's working quite well as I cross Yonge again. Oh, I think my button on my coat is kind of flapping. Let me button that down. There we go. There's the Popeyes. So like I was saying earlier, I'm going to aim to do a new kind of stream on this channel on Friday night. Might be a little later, and it might not even happen. I need to go out and do about 2 hours of recording in order to do it. Hopefully the camera's picking up this snow. There's the big plaza. The Spirit of Truth Church is off to the left. Arjot says it was a little bit of snow in his area. Thanks, Brad, for confirming. I'll be curious to hear how this sounds because this microphone is fairly highly regarded. T.O. Steve, that might be the idea. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that green screen, but I can't really do anything with it of quality until I get all the lights dialed in. Because if you saw last night on my stream, there was a bit of a kind of a hazy box around where I was. You have to use multiple lights and they need to be kind of diffused and they have to be at the same color temperature. Then you have to dial the software into that and adjust a bunch of settings, but in 5 minutes of mucking around, I think I almost got it perfect today. Mikhail Bandini donated $9.99. Hey Johnny, it's been a while. Happy to be here with you. I owe you a couple of drinks. Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you so much. MG Chan, $10. Congrats on the Star article. And nice discovery of that beautifully decorated house. MG Chan, thank you very much. Thank you to both of you for the super chats. That's very much appreciated. There's a number of Korean restaurants across the street. Normally I would do some zoom in, but I got a pinch to zoom. And even though these are touch-friendly Rosinol gloves, they're not that precise. There's a K barbecue. And a Donkas restaurant. Man, this is more than just flurries. This is actual snow. Alexa told me there was like a 30% chance of snow tonight. I don't think it'll last very long, but good timing on me for doing this now. There's the 953 Steels Express. He's going for K barbecue on Thursday night. Hope you enjoy. Good evening, Jim Martin. So all of a sudden, all my walks are snow and Christmas themed. It's like someone flipped the switch a few nights ago. Oh, a Medic's Mind is here. Hope you're doing well on the West Coast. We've got people from the East Coast and the West Coast. And of course, those of us at the true center of the universe. There's a trooper. Sanjay in Kingston is here. just looked at the radar. Richard Bishop says the snow will end. So this is a very short-lived temporary snow. My phone said chance of flurries. Alexa said it wasn't likely to snow. Emetics Mind, $10. Congratulations on the media article written about you. My dude, that's awesome. Cheers. Thank you, Emetics Mind. I'm gonna have to catch up on your podcast. And of course, I'm looking forward to your next book. There's a barbecue chicken and pub across the street. This almost looks like it could be a no frills on the left. Oh, my gimbal's all going wild. Sorry guys, let me fix the gimbal here. That was weird. I don't know why it just did that all of a sudden. Here's number 5 bus. Call me nuts, but I prefer streaming in this than any other weather. Post haste, Emetics Mind. He's also a talented voice actor. Susan. I was about to stream, or nap, but she tuned in for the stream. When I get to the more built-up area, I think I'm gonna pop a picture for a new thumbnail. We're still in Newton Brook. Emma says nighttime snow streams are the best. I enjoy them. And I think right now is particularly good. I'm just gonna step outside so I don't get too close to these people. I find people appreciate not having the camera in such a narrow space. Barreling down at them, but yeah, I think the weather is perfect. I'm not cold at all, just cold enough to warrant the gloves. The snow gives a nice backdrop. Although my regular camera kind of vacuums the snow up like crazy and sucks it onto the lens, which makes recording in this kind of snow annoying just because it's so light and kind of blowing all over. Annyeonghaseyo to the person dropping the Korean characters, which I can read, they're just too small right now. Susan, Unionville will happen at some point, but certainly not next time. But when I do go up there, I'll probably bring the camera, make a video, and then do a live stream since I'm all the way up there. Hello, Feng. Someone commented on Reddit They saw me walking down the street recording a video, and they were with some people, and they thought they were walking pretty fast, but I left them in their dust. That was a pretty hilarious comment. I do like to walk pretty quick. Sammy Wu says Canada is America's hat. Is that nice? I had an American friend named Sam when I lived in Korea who always said that. And some of the Canadians would say that America is Canada's toilet. All in good fun, I guess, until somebody cries. There's a Korean restaurant in the base of that apartment building. Nikocado is here. The worst channel on YouTube. Why would you name yourself after that? Well, I think I know why. And we are at the Go and Viva bus terminal. This is where all the suburbanites leave the city and head back out to suburbia to go mow their lawn, or I guess shovel their driveway in this case. That 60A Steels bus will be going all the way to Pioneer Village Station. So here we go, a look into York Region Transit Land. My phone was just ringing. I bet it was duct cleaners, but I'm just going to take a quick look at it just in case. New York, here I come. I don't know why the notifications don't run. But definitely when you click subscribe, because I all know you've done that, you need to click the little bell thing and choose all notifications. Yes, I have visited. Someone asked if I ever visited a weed dispensary. Yes. And added benefit of this new microphone, I can hold the camera way out there. The cord is longer. Sweet. I'm still going to move to a wireless setup for streaming, but Spencer Rice used to live here. He's way out there now. I watched him do a video with Kenny recently, and he's in bumfuck nowhere. Whoops, I meant to say buttfuck nowhere. Sorry for driving. Oh. Oopsie doopsie. And we are just about to enter Finch. The real man says nice toque. Yes, it's a very highly coveted toque that recently found its way into the laundry machine. Do weed dispensers sell edibles? Yeah. I exclusively consume edibles in the weed department. And I buy them legally. Okay, here comes the light. And a car turning right as I have a walk sign. Thank you. And that moron didn't just turn right when they shouldn't have, but they turned into the center lane, and a car going through the intersection nearly hit them. That was the honking you heard. How hard is it to stay in your lane when you turn? I guess I saw that bus parked there. The correct thing to do is to throw your indicator on, look over your shoulder, and if you see someone coming, you stop and wait. But clearly, that person had already established they don't know how to drive. I got to live up to my reputation of chiding bad drivers. That's what it said in the Toronto Sun. Oh, I wonder if there's skating going on at Mallasman Square. Sorry, bus. You gotta wait for me. So just across the street is a building I used to work at back in 2006 to 2007. I worked in that tower. That's the North American Center. And this building was known as the Xerox building. Remember them when they were relevant? There's the Yonge Street Food Court. If you don't want someone to see your driving skills, that means you probably shouldn't be driving. Just a shower thought. Ooh, look at that. That outdoor BBQ is all lit up. Not sure I want to cross the street. I can take my glove off and zoom. Focus. Since I got the glove off. Mahmoud says, can you please tell us what equipment you're using to stream such a good quality? An iPhone? It's really less about the camera, more about the network connection. Although this camera is particularly good for streaming. My only complaint are those green orbs you see dancing around. iPhones are particularly bad. And I guess I could also complain about the stupid lightning port. But yeah, iPhone plus good connection. And right now I have real-time connection monitoring, which I didn't have on this app before. I'm trying to focus on that store sign. I'm testing the camera here. It says chicken in the kitchen. So in English it says chicken in the kitchen. In Korean it says chicken in the kitchen. Huh. That's called Konglish. And if you ever go to Korea, I recommend learning how to read Korean. It only takes not much effort to get like 90% of it. And you'll enjoy reading the street signs and all that Konglish like that. Make sure I got my camera. It seemed a little zoomed in there. There we go. What's my data plan? Oh, I have multiple data plans I'm using. I've got Rogers and I've got Bell at, I think, 55 gigs on Rogers, 50 on Bell. I used to have 100 and 50, but I found I wasn't using it, so I lowered Rogers to 50. Then they gave me 5 free ones, and I combined them, which uses more data, but you definitely get away or get treated to better stream quality when you combine them like this. And I have Freedom Mobile as well. My personal plan has 16 gigs. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't get hit there. I'll be doing some videos on the technical side of things on my other channel. So if that's something that might interest you, you'll be able to find that there. So we are well into Willowdale now. Goals Lanzo Noodle. I featured this store in a thumbnail once. Lato Valera. My girlfriend wants to get some hot chocolate. So you should do that, I guess. Thank you. I don't know what currency that is. But thank you very much for the super chat. And thank you to those that sent supers earlier. Whoop. I think this is exactly the area I used on my previous thumbnail, or the thumbnail that's in today's video. So I'm going to keep going south. Maybe I'll swing through Mel Lastman Square and we'll see if there's any skating there. Then I'll move down to Shepherd Station, and that'll be that. Ooh, it's green sign. They've got a location in K-Town. You might be surprised to hear this is not actually Koreatown. Shrek and his friend says there's a lot of traffic out. Well, Yonge Street's kind of a arterial once you get north on the 401. So unfortunately it has a lot of fast-moving traffic. Israeli shekels has Sam. Well, thank you. That was a very interesting currency sign. I don't think I'd ever seen that before. Thanks for cluing me in and letting me know. That place looks completely black, but it says it's open. 25 shekels. That's the first time anyone's ever sent me shekels. I'll be forever grateful for that. He says, come back to Korea someday, Johnny. That was one of the last countries I went to before the pandemic. In November, I went to Korea and Taiwan. And apparently the first cases were already known by then. They were just either being kept under wraps or they weren't quite sure what it was. I think Taiwan knew about it. That's why they took such decisive action so quick. But that is an amazing country, and I'm dying to go back there. So if you watched my recent video on North York, you'll note that soon this will be reduced to 2 lanes of traffic on either side. Permanent bike lanes will be added, and a boulevard will be in the middle for the most part. So they're going to make this neighborhood immensely more pedestrian and cyclist friendly. There is a subway running underneath Yonge Street here. The subway station, or the northern terminus, was at Finch where we were. This is Northtown Way. So a lot of these condos have a lot of interesting retail and shops just off of Yonge Street. There's a Manga fried chicken. 25 shekels is around $10 Canadian. Holy cow. Thank you, Sanjay, for letting me know. Tonight very much feels like a Swiss chalet kind of night. This is Northtown Way. All right, let's head back to Yonge. Really? I just hit 10K steps now? I've got to do 10 more before the night is over. That's my new thing. I got to do a minimum of 20 every day. The walking channels from Seoul are amazing. There was a time I was talking to Action Kid about that, about how Seoul is a very underrated city and it's amazing to explore. And he sends me a screenshot of him typing Seoul walking video, and the first video with the most views was one that I did. I thought that was kind of funny. But since that time, the Seoul scene has exploded. I think my video would be buried on the list. That was also back when I did silent videos. MEMS, most efficient moving service. My gimbal is drifting again. Sorry guys, let me fix that. Sorry about that. There's Matna-sun, a traditional Korean restaurant. New York, here I come. Hit 16,800. Congrats. Back when I was an office dweller, I always tried to do 15. So I would often walk either from Midtown to the office or in the other direction, even though I had a transit pass on days where I didn't get out to explore much. Love walking, hate running. Sprinting's good. Short distances I'm quite fond of, and when I say running, I don't mean jogging. I like jogging, but in high school I joined the cross-country team thinking I was a good runner. And I quickly found out that being able to sprint and make the track team at the 100 and 200 meters and being able to jog all day long doesn't mean shit when you try to run, because that cross-country team was hard. Those are people out just not going for a light jog over extremely long distances. ESG says anything about the new variant? I don't think this is the best place to get info on that. I think I'm just gonna pull the old ostrich move. Put my head into the sand, maybe throw my fingers into my ears and just scream la la la. I get sick when I turn on the news and that's what they open with. It's like, geez, I haven't watched the news in 2 years and you're still going on about the same crap. Not that it's not important, it's just I think we're all kind of tired of that, or at least I am. There's the Owl's Meat Shop. Yuval says you're an amazing runner, just need to keep at it. I actually gave it a fair shake. I never did get that runner's high. And I think maybe that's where the difference between stamina and endurance comes in. I'm one of those people that could just jog for days, but as soon as you push it, I hit my limit almost instantly. Well, I'm talking about this as if I still can do that. This is all stuff from 20 years ago. I don't think this is very relevant information. I probably can't jog now either. Here's the Owl of Minerva. If my phone will tune in, or get that clearly. Well, I think the flurries are clearing up. We are out for the thick of it, at least. Yang Tea Shop. Kind of a neat thing. I like it when stores do stuff like that, even though it's on public property. Maybe I'm biased because I like things that light the videos nicely. The rat who plays Danganronpa, Johnny, it looks cold out there. Here's a little something to warm up the spirit. The rat who plays Danganronpa, all the way in Florida. Thank you for the $10 US. Maybe I'll warm the spirit up with some spirits later. That's not Celine Dion. Is that a brand? I am.
Oh man, can I take a picture with you?
Sure. Do you mind being on camera?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Sergio.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Here, let me.
Sorry for bothering you.
All right. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Marg H, he was very friendly. Marg H, $6.99 for a treat from Timmy's. Thank you, Marg. Thank you for the $6.99. And he thinks that guy probably lives nearby and just decided to pop out of his condo or apartment. Thank you again, Marg. That would be the correct way to stream snipe someone. Be friendly, be brief. And it's not like I can put a microphone on him, so if I'm talking to him, you really only hear me. Arden McNabb, $5 super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much, Arden. I need to work on my thank you very much Elvis impersonation. Lisa says he had great hair. He did. I keep saying I need a haircut and people keep saying, no you don't. Well, screw that. I think I'm going to get one this week. please get that guy's number for Ali BHG. He might be watching now. I would imagine that when you jump into someone's stream, you'd probably rewatch that part and see what people said in the chat. So don't worry, Ali. This is not a matchmaking service, but we can make an exception. This place seems to be a chain. We saw 2 restaurants with that same name earlier, I think. You should have asked where he goes for a haircut. My locks can't compete with those. This guy's got a light on his head. And on his dog. That is kind of clever. So we're gonna go pop into Mel Lastman Square in a second. I legitimately don't know if there's ice skating there or not. Do me a favor and don't spoil it in the chat. Let's just kind of go find out. Oh, there's a police car across the street. Johnny needs a mullet. I feel like the police should play the Bad Boys theme song whenever they pull someone over. And I think that driver's kind of a dick because they pulled over on Yonge Street, which is a busy road, right when there's another street here, Park Home. Like, you know a cop is going to pull you over. At least give them the courtesy of moving your car like 30 feet up and pulling over on a side street where they can safely get out. Think about where the driver's side door is. That cop has to step into a busy street. And I swear, by pulling over politely, I got out of my only speeding ticket. Of course, it helps to be super friendly. Oh well. Oh, I should have. Yeah, let's cross here because we're gonna go check out the North York Center or the Mel Lastman Square. Standing at an intersection. Harold Blake says sometimes the police give you no choice. If you put your four-ways on, he easily just could have acknowledged to the cop that he was being pulled over and swung his car right here. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but I was always taught to do it that way. There's a Shinhan B. I used to be a Shinhan Bank customer. I was with KEB and Shinhan when I lived in Korea. It's the North York Center. Yes, she says, what is jaywalking? Jaywalking is when you cross against the signal. What these people are doing are not jaywalking. That is perfectly legal. As long as you're not obstructing traffic in any way. At least that's how the city defines it. Okay, let's go see if I don't think they're skating actually. The lights aren't on. But we're gonna go to, oh, maybe. So this used to be its own city called North York. It's one of the former boroughs. And the last mayor of North York became the first mayor of Toronto. His name was Mel Lastman. Well, it still is, of the Bad Boy Furniture fame. And this was their city hall. So I think they had a big New Year's celebration here every year back then. That's why they call Toronto the mega city, because it's a combination of former cities and boroughs. Welcome to Canada, eh? Kids with hockey sticks. They're playing with a puck. Does Toronto usually have nice Christmas markets? There's a few. There's one in the Junction. Well, there's some events. There's one in the Junction that I've been meaning to check out. I have to look into that more. There's, of course, the former Christmas market, now Winter Village or whatever they call it, at the distillery. Maybe this too can be, maybe I'll put some of these photos up on Instagram. Last time I did a stream, I took a bunch of photos and I ended up putting that on Insta. Maybe that'll be a thing I do. Maybe we'll try to get a selfie. Wow, I love this new microphone. Look at this. I can get the cable way out there. What a luxury. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Mel Lastman was quite a character. Championed what is now the worst subway line in the history of time, the Shepherd line. It would have been a worthwhile subway if they actually built it instead of just a 5-stop stub. And that came at the expense of the Eglinton West subway, which would have been immensely more useful to the city. If I get ranty, it's because we should have way better transit infrastructure. But there was a government in the 90s that had a particular hard-on for hating the city of Toronto, as does the current provincial government. And they killed the Eglinton West line. Now let's go up here. The sign says slippery ice. Ice melters not used. This is not slippery at all. Is someone really gonna fall and sue the city? Like, use your head and take your own risks. Oh, I guess they maintain these stairs. And there's where the stage would have been. I don't know if I've been down this far on the videos. We play some winter ping pong. I forgot about this. There's an amphitheater down here with what looks like horrifically uncomfortable seating, no backrests, just Sit down on this cement. Oh, and there's an ice sculpture down there. Let's go take a look at that. Congratulations, Torontonian rising star. I still haven't got out my proper winter footwear. Hey, it's some ice. Randy C. Well, that was my former thing. I used to actually underwrite venues like this in a former life. Fortunately, in Canada, we don't have much in the way of punitive damages. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, there's times where it's very deserved. Jim Martin, that is neat. So this is a much more chill, relaxed rink than the one at Nathan Phillips Square. Randy C is in claims management. Commercial? Lisa D says insurance roles are some of the hardest to recruit for. Right now, there's a very hard market. A lot of brokers are moving to the underwriting side, but there's a huge shortage of qualified people. Even though it's been forever for me, they still keep reaching out. I have to beat these recruiters off with a stick. There's the Jack Astor's. Hey, Doug. So now we're back to Yonge Street. We're heading south towards Shepherd Yonge Station, and that'll be that. I know this stream will be on the shorter side, but at least it's well over an hour, or at least it will be by the time we're done. There's Meridian Arts Center. And there's the keg. Jack Astor's isn't very good. I don't think people go there.
Hey, John.
Oh, hello. How's it going?
Can I say hi to my relatives?
Do you mind being on the camera?
Not at all. I'm
Oh.
watching your feed.
Oh, what's your name?
Ron.
Ron? Well, nice to meet you. Cheers.
Good job.
another very friendly person. That was Ron. He's currently watching the feed. Good people 2, bad people 0 today. That's the kind of ratio we like to have. There's a sleep country. I think their jingle is burned into my memory. Yogi says, hey Ron. Oh, you're welcome, Vivian Johnson. Thank you for coming by. Barring a heavy snowfall tomorrow morning, I will be premiering a video at 9 a.m. Well, I'll premiere it anyways, but I will be there. If it's not snowing really bad outside, and if it is, I'll be out trying to capture another snowfall. Wednesday's video will be of a snowfall. That's probably better than the one I posted today. That one's downtown. There's actually people and stuff going on. There's Madison Center. I say that as if that's a notable place that people care about. Oh, the Flurries are back. Lana hasn't eaten at Pizza Hut in years. I don't think you're missing a whole lot. Says the guy who had Domino's for dinner last night and lunch today. There's a Mr. Tonkatsu. Allie is awaiting snow in Massachusetts. M2M, Asian grocery store. Look out, H-Mart, you got some competition. .70 Fahrenheit in San Francisco. One of my favorite restaurants here used to be just up here on the right, called June's. They had a location down in Koreatown. And that one got shut down, and then this one closed. Well, people are saying goodbye to Bevy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. This stream's only got about 5 minutes left to it. Now that it gets dark so early, this is probably how most of the streams will be. Kind of in these lighting conditions. Here's where June's used to be, just up here on the right. I went to the Frog. during the pandemic at some point. Fujukan. Authentic Korean BBQ. No, keep going till 7. I know I won't be able to stream tomorrow, but I wanted to get one in early in the week. I'll probably stream again Wednesday or Thursday. And like I said, I'm aiming to do a new kind of stream Friday night. No promises. I still have to get everything set up, and I have to go and record for a few hours to get something for that stream. But if all goes to plan, Friday night, I have no idea when or where. Well, I know where, but you get the idea. No promises. But this is the intersection of Yonge and Shepherd coming up. And you know what? Is a 97 bus coming soon? If the 97 bus is coming, it might be worth my while to take that. I'm gonna check here. Sorry, I'm checking the app. 97 South. Nah, it's 10 minutes away. We're gonna take the subway. Oh, a cop has busted another person up ahead. All right, I'll wait for the next traffic light signal. Can we have a bus ride too? Asked Yogi. You know, if I got on the bus, if I found a seat by the window, I would do that. I'm not going to sit there and point the camera at other people riding on the transit. If I had a seat where we could look at the window and there was no glare and the window was clear, yeah, we could have done that. Good night, Brad Palmer. Yeah, I'm gonna aim either, if I don't get that stream done this Friday, I'm gonna do it next Friday. Thank you, Amy. And this is Shepherd Avenue, which is what you could call a strode. It's an abomination of a road. I don't know, Richard. I do know it runs between here and where I live. For some reason, even though I live pretty close to Yonge, I don't utilize the 97 bus that much, which is weird because it takes me like 6-7 minutes to walk to the subway station, but just like a minute and a half to get to the bus stop. And if I'm not going very far, the bus is actually quicker, providing I catch it. And hey, this cop got a DHL truck. I posted a YouTube short on my other channel of a DHL truck almost killing me. And I even remember what the driver looked like. This would be awesome if it was him. Well, it wouldn't be, because it means that wasn't a one-time mistake. Wow. All right. I've got to go take another look at that other video. I am 99% sure that's the same guy. That's hilarious. You can find that video on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. And I think I'll post some pictures from this live stream at some point, either later tonight or tomorrow on Instagram. You can find me there at Johnny Strides. And my other channel, Johnny Stumbles, I stream there Sunday. I have a new video coming up on the second channel tomorrow. That'll be the failed attempt for the video I'm going to post on this channel tomorrow. And we hit 619 viewers. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all the new joiners to this channel. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Or not. Hit like if you like it. Thumb down if you didn't. Close your eyes and pick one if you don't care. But I'm going to sign off right now. So I'll see you guys again Wednesday or Thursday, methinks. All right, thank you guys. Stay warm, stay safe, have fun, and I'll catch you on the next one.